Almost every melee mid laner gets countered by the Razor with his static link. The Radiant take out first blood. Chu, together with Blizzy, kill off Misha. How much did he have? Oh, Chu's going back in, silent. Chu now has 150 bonus damage. One more right click and Silent's dead. Oop. Oh my god. They actually managed to take him out. So close to finishing up Silent. In the meantime, bottom lane, the kill from Seneko and Magical onto Nongrata. Charge in onto the Tidehunter. They have split their attention, but they're going to go for Chu. Chu does have the Purifying Flame, so he's being healed up by them. Seneko comes in. Seneko does have a slow, of course, in a couple of seconds. Yamich is going to charge away. Charge gets cancelled. Seneko still chasing. Seneko has... Okay, Mud Golem... Oh, that's why he got stunned. The stun from the Mud Golem. They kill off Blizzy in the top lane. Misha is going to pop the False Promise and try to TP out. No, not TP out. He's just going to die. Did not have a TP available. Astral Imprisonment from Iceberg to keep him safe. They're going to kill off one more Mud. If that Mud Golem dies, then they'll have two more stuns to throw. Misha dropping low. They get the control. And Challenger Seneko is going to fall. More stuns. Throw more rocks. Rocks onto the OD. He's going to surge. This time they do not have Seneko for the purge. In comes Yamich with the AoE stun. There's the Astral Imprisonment to keep the Razor controlled. And they're going to kill off Chu. They're going to go for Magical. So it is a 3-for-1 trade in the top lane. Falling very far behind the net width against Chu. I mean, he's literally doing nothing else but charging. They charge in onto the middle lane. Seneko and both the Magical get jumped up. There's the Santis Eclipse. Blows up Seneko. Magical being right-click. Astral Imprisonment. And that is going to be the end of Razor in the middle lane. They might... The tower is not in deny range. BKB Basher. Sorry, I'm lagging for some reason a little bit. Nongrata, the Stomp is going to connect. And Spirit Breaker stuck. There's the False Promise to keep Nongrata alive. But Yamich is going to be... Ooh, Yamich actually goes around the corner, gets his ulti off, and finishes up the Razor. Now, Iceberg does not have the Santis Eclipse, but he does have an Astral Imprisonment to control up Lizzie. They body block him with the creeps on the other side. Charge in from Yamich. Tide. They take a very long time to kill him, but they do eventually kill him. Takes over the siege creep. For extra pushing power. There's charge in onto Magical. Stomp lands from Chu to control up Yamich. There's the Earth Splitter coming through as well. And that's Oracle. Got a False Promise himself. Trying to keep alive is gonna manage to help kill off Seneko. He is actually gonna kill off Seneko, but there's the False Promise over. Crystallize finishes him off. And now the Radiant Dire are on the retreat. Crystallize sees Nograta, sees Iceberg. Wants to grab them both. Manta Styles dodges so that he does not get Astro imprisoned. Roshan is going to drop though. And Roshan is dead. Ravage thrown out by Blizzy immediately. They're going to go for OD and for Nongrata. Nongrata's already dead. Gets mana voided. There's going to be the Eclipse from Silent. It's not going to do enough. Crystallize doesn't care. He has the Aegis anyway. Sees Misha, and that's the target he actually wants because Misha has the False Promise, which is the most annoying thing in the world. On the side, Iceberg TP's out, back to base. Anti-Mage got disarmed. Blinked forward. Misha is going to have to False Promise himself. Yes, he does. Pops Healing Salve on himself as well. And now Blizzy can walk a little bit further forward because the tier 3 tower got killed off. There's jump in. Ravage immediately thrown out. Jumping onto the OD. OD's going to get mana voided, but he did pop his BKB. He's going to drop the Santis Eclipse. They get all vacuum walled into the same area, and there's going to be the Eclipse. The Radiant team are losing players left and right. Anti-Mage comes back alive with the Aegis. He jumps away, and that team fight. Chu, however, is he going to get out? Stomps trying to run away. Nope, he is not. Astral Imprisonment. That should be the finished kill for OD. Actually, now Yamich finishes him off, and that is a massive team fight coming out from the Dire team. And he just keeps on buying games, but he doesn't play them, so he just shouldn't. There's the Mana Void to finish off Misha. Misha down, Crystallize jumps back. Iceberg is the scary one on the Dire side. Magical comes in, gets the slow on Nongrata. Nongrata throws out his wall. Yamich is going to be the next target, but Magical right-clicking. Nongrata damage keeps on getting stolen by the Razor. Stomp lands. Nongrata is another one to fall. Crystallize needs to be very careful, though. He does have The Vladimir's aura nearby, so he has a butterfly just finished up. So if he dies, wait, we're gonna go over to bye-bye. Oh, smoke on smoke action. Smoke gets broken. Blizzy. Yep. Blinks in, but he gets stunned up immediately. Do they have the control? He throws out the Ravage. Iceberg, however, Iceberg is bashed. Iceberg, is he gonna get controlled up? He does 4 staff. He still has the the false promise going on. Misha, however, damn Misha. Crystallize. Needs to be careful for Iceberg. Iceberg throws out the Hex on Crystallize. But it's both ways, buddy. A good batch from Crystallize, and Iceberg does go throw out his hammer. And it's not going to do anything. Vacuum. Wall. What? Okay. Crystallize already jumps on Misha. Misha's dead. There's going to be no false promise. Yamich is going to be the next one. Iceberg. Run away! Does have a Hex which you can still throw out, but they all have BKBs on the raiding side. We see the BKB on Chew, we see the BKB on Crystallize, we see the BKB on Magical. Blizzy doesn't have one because he doesn't need one. And GG gets called by WINSTRIKE. Game number 1 goes to Navi. Ravage gets thrown out in the back. There's going to be the Earth Splitter dragging Darkseer back, finishing him off. And are they going to kill anyone before time elapses? No, they are not. 29k net worth advantage. Magical at the moment is playing with the new Medusa skin from Dota Plus, and it is gorgeous. Shackles in onto the Elder Titan to give the Boundless Strike, the Jingle Mastery stacks onto Crystallize. I mean, it is a very effective way. There's another Shackles available. They use it. Stomp is going to connect. It's actually going to be dodged by Crystallize. First Blood is for Navi. Interrupt him. Yamich, however, right click comes through, so Neko finishes him off, lane killing off the jungle. But you get a lot more gold if you kill off the creeps in the lane. Blizzy takes a bunch of damage from that metamorphosis. Is he going to stay alive? He barely does. Actually does get finished off by Misha, who hits him with, I think, another Purifying Flames top lane in the meantime. So Neko falls to Yamich, and Crystallize is not going to get the damage in to kill off Nongrad. Tries to get the Jingle Mastery stacks. Crystallize. Nongrada. Okay, Yamich is going to miss a stomp. Crystallize is being debated, and he does have the Boundless Strike. Throws it out. Gets fully healed. Nongrada needs to be careful. One more hit, and that's a double kill from Crystallize. Outplayed right there in the top lane, who takes a lot of damage from just tanking the tower for no apparent reason. And we have Crystallize jumping in. They get the Boundless Strike onto the Terrorblade. Terrorblade does have a Sunder to throw out. He does Sunder the Monkey King, who got tossed up in the sky. Monkey King is trying to... I mean, he does just right-click them now. Magical TP's in as well. Magical gets a double kill. Stomp from Yami's to zone out the Dire. Monkey King is now chasing in after Yami. Jumps in front of him. Yami takes a lot of damage from that Jingle Mastery hit. Toss forward, Seneko, and last kill. Hit goes to Crystallize. Killing spree. About 3k net worth advantage for the Dire, it seems. Experience is a little bit more. Silence is going to get Ward Trapped. They do have the Shackles. He should definitely die. He had a couple more seconds and he had his Sunder available, but yeah, the Radiant will capitalize on that. Iceberg in the middle lane gets skewered by Chew, tossed up in the sky, and completely body blocked by Chew and Blizzy. He does have his Diffusal Blade ready. There's going to be Doom thrown out on the Dusa. TP rotations coming in from the Dire team. Nongrada is going to get Ward Trapped. RP from Chew, dragging them all together. He's going to skewer. Actually, only Nongrada to the high ground towards Crystallize. The rest are still on the low ground. Iceberg is going to get hit by the Serpent Wards and Magical, whose Doom has ward off. They will manage to take out Seneko, but they are definitely going to lose Silent after this as well. The Sunder, played by Silent. Nongrada Misha has been taken out by Blizzy, and Silent with the Stomp from Yamich. Magical stays out of range. Silent still being chased. Chew skewers him back towards the Dire team. Toss up, and Silent is fallen. Magical being chased. Yeah, Yamich gonna go for the stomp. The dodge does not come through from Magical, but there's the Serpent Wards onto the Elder Titan. Wukong's command is down. They get RP'd on top of each other. They get skewered into the Wukong's command, and they destroy the Dire Radiant team. Silent now, toss up in the sky, shackled. He does not get away, and that is a full team wipe. What an RP coming out from Chew. No on top one. Magical second. Yeah. No, number one, Magical second, in my eyes, in the CIS region. There's the RP again by Chu, dragging them back together, and Magical coming through with the damage. The Radiant's courier gets killed in the meantime. There's a buyback by Yamich. Mass Serpent Words gets dropped, but there's no one that gets caught in it. The Monkey King is gonna lose his life to this Doom from Nongrata. And they finally take him down. The Radiant are back in the fight. And with that Metamorphosis, they're going to go for Magical. That's the last one alive on the dire side. Magical tries to dodge the stomp. It is not going to be successful. Dropping very low. He manages to kill off Nongrata and Yamich while he's being hammered by the Radiant team. Okay, that made no sense. Middle lane, there's in the meantime a fight coming through. Wukong's command down by Crystallize. And Nongrata dropping low. They cannot face Magical. Nongrata is going to lose his life. It's a... Oh, Shadow Shaman is down, but Medusa takes a lot of damage. There's the RP from Chu trying to keep Magical alive. Wukong thrown into the Wukong's command, but silent. He gets the false promise to keep him alive during this engagement. Magical is very low. He's going to get tossed away. The nice communication with the Dire team tossing away Magical, but they're going to lose Crystallize. And this Terrorblade is just one scary-ass hero at the moment. But yeah, the Monkey King, why he's... core as well is because he does dominate the lane almost against every melee, tossing forward the Elder Titan, who just is a very annoying presence during team fights. Silent pops his Metamorphosis though. Doom wants to throw out his Doom. He's gonna get hexed. Do they have the shackles? Do they have the control to take out Doom before he gets his Doom off? Because if you Doom the Magical, there's gonna be a route onto Terrorblade, but he gets interrupted. We see a Skewer, RP Skewer coming out. There's the Avalanche control. Bound the strike onto Oracle in the back line. They will lose Blizzy, and Silent, however, will not get done what he needs to get done. They will lose multiple Radiant heroes. Misha is the last one alive, and the Dire are now heading into the Roche pit. This Roche is gonna drop, which is always annoying because then Magical can just go around and farm the jungle while he knows that the entire Radiant team is in their base because they have to defend it. He's actually just gonna go straight up. Suneko traps Magical inside the Mass Serpent Wards. Bound the strike on the side. Misha is going to have to false promise himself to try and stay alive. Magical does manage to take out the Meliarax. He's still chilling inside these Serpent Wards. Disarm. Just a nuisance. Just only a nuisance constantly. Avalanche tossing the Oracle in the middle of the die. He gets shackled up, and that's going to be the big save that the die have. That's no false promise available. They also nice Earth Splitter coming out from the Radiant. Get the kill onto Blizzy. Doom onto Monkey King, and now the die need to retreat. Silent pops his Metamorphosis, gets the slow onto Magical. Magical should lose his first life here. Nongrata, however, is going to get shackled up. Nongrata is going to lose his pay for it with his life, possibly. Yes, Chu skewers him and finishes the job. Bound the strike from Crystallize, but on the side we have Iceberg coming. He throws out the Mystic Flare, gets rid of the Medusa. I mean, I get it in some situations, but not against the Medusa. They kill off Suneko. That's a dieback onto Suneko. On the side, they go for Nongrata, and it's a 1-for-1 trade. Stomp comes through. Chu is the only one there. That's not going to get stomped upon. Radiant? Oh, Crystallize. Scouting around. Silent is going to try and man-fight Magical. There's going to be the Wukong's command from the Crystallize. Silent does almost run out of mana. He needs to be careful that he does not run out of mana. Otherwise, he cannot get his Sunder off. Misha, however, on the side, they get a lot of damage. Chu tries to RP, but he does not get it off. He is going to lose his life beforehand. He does buy back, TP's in, has another RP ready. Blinks forward, and that should be the end of Silent, because he does not have any mana left for a nice little Sunder play. He does pop his Satanic. Still is regenerating a reasonable amount, but he is going to die. And that's going to be the entire Radiant team eliminated. Roshan is up in 10 seconds. That bottom wave is being heavily pushed in. Doom gets thrown on Medusa, but Medusa does have a lot of sustain on her side. Actually turns around, goes for Nongrata kill. Blizzy finishes him off. Bound the strike onto the Elder Titan. Elder Titan tossed towards the Dire team, and he gets Magical. This is a 2-0 victory for NAVI, taking out WINSTRIKE out of the tournament.